Hello, knowledge enthusiasts! I'm Kai, your host for this GK quiz, or you may also call it a smartness challenge. This quiz covers 50 basic questions that a 5th grader may also be able to answer. And yes, last 10 questions are some really fun and meaningful riddles. Do give them a shot. So, are you ready to test your knowledge and learn some cool facts? Let's dive in. Question number 1. What is summer sleep of animals called? Estivation. Question number 2. What is the process of turning directly into gas from solid state called? Sublimation. Question number 3. Which is the deepest ocean in the world? That's Pacific Ocean. Question number 4. Who invented zero? Indian mathematician Aryabhatta. Question number 5. Who invented the World Wide Web? British scientist Sir Tim Berners-Lee. Question number 6. Who is the author of the famous series Percy Jackson? The famous Rick Riordan. Question number 7. Which month has 28 days? All 12 months have 28 days. Question number 8. The process by which plants get rid of excess water is called? The process is known as transpiration. Question number 9. Is a potato a stem or a root of a plant? It's stem. Question number 10. Human hair and nails are made of which protein? It's keratin. Question number 11. What is the full form of Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi stands for wireless fidelity. Question number 12. What is the name of the biggest marine debris of plastic waste, which is nearly as big as Texas? Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Question number 13. Which was the biggest dinosaur? It's Argentinosaurus, measuring nearly 120 feet. Question number 14. Which is the smallest continent in the world? It's Australia. Question number 15. Which is the most powerful space telescope? That's James Webb Space Telescope. Question number 16. Who is the Greek god of speed? The Greek god of speed is known as Hermes. Question number 17. Who is the king of gods according to Norse mythology? It's the god of death, wisdom, magic, and runes, known as Odin. Question number 18. Which is the only continent without any permanent human habitation? That could be Antarctica only. Question number 19. Which is the biggest pyramid in the world? Great Pyramid of Cholula in Mexico. Question number 20. Which is the only bird that can fly backwards? Hummingbird. Question number 21. What is a fertile area with a freshwater source in a desert called? Oasis. Question number 22. Which is the strongest bone in the human body? It's our thigh bone, femur. Question number 23. Which is the most watched sport in the world? Football. Question number 24. Which are the tallest trees in the world? Coast redwood trees. Question number 25. Which is the tallest grass? That's bamboo. Question number 26. Compass needle always points in which direction? North. Question number 27. Which is the deepest point on the Earth? Mariana Trench in the Western Pacific Ocean. Question number 28. Liquids that behave like solids on application of force are called non-Newtonian fluids. Question number 29. What is the speed of light? It's nearly 300,000 kilometers per second. Question number 30. What is the negatively charged subatomic particle called? Electron. Question number 31. Light emitted by living organisms is called bioluminescence. Question number 32. Which is the largest country by area? The tile goes to Russia with 17.1 million kilometers square. Question number 33. Who is the creator of the famous Marvel character, the Spider-Man? That's none other than Stan Lee. Question number 34. Can a right triangle be an equilateral triangle? Not at all. Question number 35. What is the probability of rolling 2 dice and getting 2 sixes on both? It's 1 by 36. Question number 36. What is the probability of rolling 2 dice and getting the same number on both? It has to be 1 by 6. Question number 37. What number do you get when you divide 20 by half and add 10 to it? Of course it's 50. Question number 38. How many phases of the moon are there? There are 8 lunar phases. Question number 39. Which is the biggest fruit? Jackfruit. Question number 40. At what temperature Celsius equals Fahrenheit? -40. Okay, that was quite a rapid fire round. Let's have some fun while solving these meaningful riddles now. Here are they. Question number 41. What grows when you feed it, but dies when you water it? Quite thought-provoking this one is, it is fire! Question number 42. You can catch it, but cannot throw it. What is it? Don't sneeze now, that's your cold. Question number 43. What is so delicate that uttering just one word will break it? This is a tricky one. It's silence. Question number 44. What has no weight but enough to sink a ship? Okay, that is a little funny. It's a hole. Question number 45. Where do you find an ocean with no water? Oh, please. That could be only possible on a map or a globe. Question number 46. What runs around the yard without moving? That has to be your fence. Question number 47. I'm tall when I'm young and short when I'm old. What am I? I am a candle. Question number 48. Where will you find Friday before Thursday? In dictionary. Okay, here is the next one, question number 49. What question can never be answered with a yes? And the question is, are you asleep? Question number 50. The more there is, the less you see. What am I? Tough one, no, yeah, that's darkness. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the quiz and learned something new today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you had fun. We'll see you next time with more interesting trivia quizzes and facts. Until then, keep learning and stay curious.